What shall I do in Illyria? My brother, it is Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, after our ship had split, I saw your brother bind himself in hope to a strong mast that lived upon the seas. I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves as long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Knowest thou this country?
Oh, well, madam, if I. For I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Well, who governs here?
A noble duke in nature as in name.
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is still, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh and murmur. As you know, what great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count who died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his younger brother, who shortly also died. And for whose dear sake, they say, she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be revealed yet to the world what my state is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit, no, not even the duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him.
Be thou his eunuch. I your mute shall be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may thicken and so die. That strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound of breeze upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. It is not so sweet now as it was before.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What curio?
The hart.
Why, so I do. The noblest that I have. When mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart. My desires, like fell and cruel hounds, e'er since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But like a cloistress, she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. What will she do when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affection else that live in her? Her sweet perfections are all supplied and filled with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus?
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier in nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours. You must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes be good enough for drinking, and so be these boots, too. And they be not, let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. And of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer?
Who, Sir Andrew Aguecheek?
Aye, he.
Why, he's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 2,000 ducats a year.
He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Fie that you'll say so. He speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed. For besides that he's a fool, he's a great quarreler. And but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he is drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there's a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. Why, wench, here comes Sir Andrew Agueface.
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby
Sweet
Belch?
Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good mistress, accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress Mary, accost.
Knight, you mistake. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
Ay, my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, wouldst thou might never draw a sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Oh, Mary, sir. I have not you by the hand.
Mary, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
I pray you, sir, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Oh, I am not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them at my finger's end. Mary, now I let go your hands. I am barren.
Oh, knight, when did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, methinks. I think sometime I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe it does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. Faith, I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? Oh, I would I had bestowed the time and the tongues that I had in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts, no. I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4-1 she'll none o' me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I am a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. Sometimes I delight in masks and revels all together.
Art good at these kickshaws, knight?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoe'er he may be, under the degree of my betters, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence at a galliard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before him? I did think by the excellent shape of thy leg it was formed for the dance.
Aye, 'tis strong. Shall we set about some revel?
What shall we do else? Let me see the caper. Ha! Higher! Ha! Excellent! Excellent!
Cesario, your elect to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank thee. Oh, here comes the Count. On your attendance, my lord. Here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have to thee unclasped the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at their doors. Tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Oh, sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. A small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, indeed, all assimilative a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair, but I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
Do my best to woo your lady. And yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no foe, Mistress Mary.
And that may you be so bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then?
Not so neither. But I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold, or if both break, your breeches fall.
Apt, in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Ilaria.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely. You were best.
Wit, and it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to! You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. For, give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry, eh? Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the tailor mend him, huh? Anything that is mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. If that this simple syllogism serves, so. If it will not, what remedy? The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. Good, my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
How say you to this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send thee, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
What say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel that your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Why, I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain but a stone. Look you now. He's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he's gagged. I protest I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts which you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail.
No railing in a known, discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now, you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool.
Oh, by mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
There's a gentleman here. A plague of these pickle herring. How now, sot?
Good Sir Toby!
Cousin, how you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery! Ah, there's one at the gate.
Aye. Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil and he will. I care not.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool. Oh, the second mads him. The third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the corner, and let him sit, my coz. For he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sleeping. He takes on to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were sick. He seems to have foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, madam? He seems fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
Of what
Manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Well, not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. 'Tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He's very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls.
Ready my veil. Come! We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to learn it. Good beauties! Let me sustain no scorn. I am very sensitive, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question is out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance that you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you an actor?
No, my profound heart, and yet I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
I am.
Most certain. I will own in my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what's important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Eliza, I have taken great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in.
I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
Nay, good swabber, I am to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady.
Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my reception. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. Let us hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you nothing more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
You have no commission from your lord to negotiate with my face. You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. It's not well done?
Excellently done. If God did all,
'tis ingrained, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
His beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth. Yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my estate is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come again to tell me how he takes it. Thank you for your pains. Fare you well. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with a subtle and invisible stealth to creep in mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Tell him I'll none of it. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him the reasons for it. Hide thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what, and yet I fear to find mine eye has greatly led astray my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stand no longer? Know you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. It were bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know if you whither you're bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere wandering. But I do perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you would not extort from me what I'm willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene, whom I know you heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended, but you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned. A lady, sir. Though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not call but fair. She's drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, my limited hospitality.
My good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
I cannot bear that float alone. Let me attend you.
If you would not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you've recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is so full of tenderness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother, that upon least occasion more, mine eyes will tell tales of me. I'm bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentlemen of the old crowd go with me. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. Come what may, I do adore thee so. The danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived, but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you put your lord into desperate assurance she will none of him. And one more thing, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me? I'll none of it.
Now come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I took no ring from her. What means this lady? fortune forbid. My outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and start distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. Would none of my lord's ring, why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as his, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness. Oh, how will this go? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, well, now, alas, the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time! Thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes, and deliculo surgery thou knowest.
Nay, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled cup. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar, let us therefore eat and drink. Marion, I say, a stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool, in faith!
How now, my hearts? Did you never see the picture of we three?
Ah, welcome, ass. Now let's have a round.
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I had rather than 40 shilling. I had such a leg and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has.
Come on, there's sixpence for you. Let's have a song.
A song? There's a kestrel of me, too. If one night
Would
give
you
another
have
night...
a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end in lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent good in faith.
Good, good.
What is love, 'tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's stuff will not endure.
A mellifluous voice as I am a true knight.
Ah, contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious in faith.
To hear by the nose, it is dulcet in contagion. Now, shall we have a round that will rouse the night owl?
And you love me, let's do it. Let our round be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I have constrained one to call me knave. Come, begin. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good faith, come, begin. Hold thy peace,
And I pray thee hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Thou knave. Hold thy peace, and I pray thee hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Thou knave. Hold thy peace, and I pray thee hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Thou knave. Thou knave.
hold thy peace, and I pray thee hold thy peace, thou knave.
What kind of walling do you keep here? If my lady had not called upon her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you all out of doors, never trust me.
Malvolio's a peg of Ramsay, and 3 merry men be we. Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady, there dwelt a man in Babylon. Lady.
Beshrew me, the knight's in admirable fooling.
He does well if he be disposed, and so do I too. He does it with a better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of December.
Oh, God, peace!
Masters, are you mad? Or what are you? Have you no more wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that you squeak out your cobbled rounds with no mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir. In our rounds, be hanged!
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you're welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you take your leave, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
And if you do,
shall I bid him go and spare not?
oh no, 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 you dare not!
Out of tune? Ye lie! Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stoop of wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears!
'Twas good indeed to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him in the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count's was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not lure him into a trap and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, tell us something of him.
Marry, sir, sometimes he is kind of a Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog!
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but reason good enough.
The devil! A Puritan that he is, or anything constantly but a time pleaser. An affectioned ass, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein, by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion shall he find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very much like my lady, your niece.
On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent, I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she is in love with him!
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color. And your horse would now make him an ass. Ass? I doubt not. Oh, 'twill be admirable. Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Before me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Ah, that's the bed night. Thou hadst need send for more money.
If I cannot win your niece, I am a foul way out.
Send for money, knight. If thou hast her not in the end, call me an ass.
And I do not never trust me. Take that as thou will.
Come, I'll go warm some wine. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight. Come, knight.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario. But that piece of song, that old antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much, more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it.
Who was it?
Festi the jester, my lord. A fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune a while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is thrown.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is't?
Of your complexion.
She's not worth thee, then. What years, in faith?
About your years, my lord.
Oh, too old by heaven.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so to die, even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come. The song we heard last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old, and dallies with the innocence of love like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye. Pray thee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, rest. I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it, my part of death. No one so true did share. Not a flower, not a flower sweet. On my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet. My poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to save. Lay me away, sad true lover. Never find my grave to weep there.
Here's for thy pains.
No pains, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir. And pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now, the melancholy God protect thee. Farewell.
Now, good Cesario, get thee to yond same sovereign cruelty.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there may be, that hath for your love a great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There's no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. But mine is all as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman may bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be, perhaps. Were I a woman, I should your lordship.
What's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed?
Died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place, bide no denial.
On my way, Senor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come ere I lose a scruple of the sport.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man, you know.
We'll beat him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not. It is pity of our lives.
Here's the little villain. Now, my metal of India.
Get we all into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know that this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close, in the name of jesting. Lie thou there, for here comes the trout who must be caught with flattery.
'Tis but fortune. All is but fortune. Mariah told me once she did admire me, and I've heard herself come thus near that if she were to fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Peace!
Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him.
Slide, I could so beat the rogue!
Peace, I say.
To be Count Malvolio.
A rogue!
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Peace, peace.
There is example for it. The lady of the Strakey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel! Whoa! Peace!
Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping,
Fire and brimstone.
Peace! Peace!
and then to have the manner of state, and after a demure travel of those in regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Peace! 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 Now! Now!
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, perchance wind up watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies to me there.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control,
And does not Toby strike you a blow of the lips then?
saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, her T's. And thus makes she her great P's. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes are very phrases. By your leave, wax, soft, the impression, her Lucrece with which she uses to seal. It is, my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know what follows. Now the number's altered. No man must know if this should be thee, Malvolio.
Marry, hang thee, beast.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A high-flown riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. She is my lady. I serve her. This is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. But the last. What does that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly. Malvolio! begins my name.
Didn't I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
But then there's no consonancy in the sequel. A should follow, but O does. Now, this puzzle is not as the former. And yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me. For every one of these letters is in my name. How short! Here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Let thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and open country discovers not more. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will be point device the very man. Now, I do not now jade myself to let imagination fool me, for every reason excites me to this, that my lady loves me. And in this manifests herself to my love with a kind of injunction that drives me to these fashions of her liking. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be proud. In yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on, Jove and my stars be praised. Oh. Here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence, dear my sweet, still smile, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile.
I will not give my part in this sport for a pension of thousands.
I could marry you, wench, for this device.
So could I, too.
And ask no more dowry with you, but just another jest.
Or I either.
My noble dog catcher, wilt thou put thy foot on my neck?
Or an I either.
Shall I become thy bond slave?
Or I either.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leave him, he must run mad.
It does work upon him.
Like Brenny, the midwife.
If we will then see the fruits of the sport, let's mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being so addicted to a melancholy as she is, then it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me!
To the gates of hell, my most devil of wits!
I'll make one too!
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir, I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayest say, if a king lives by a beggar, that a beggar dwell near him. Or if the church stands by thy tabor, that thy tabor stand by the church.
You have said, sir. A sentence is but a kid glove to a good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would, therefore, my sister had had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, sir, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make her wanton. But indeed, words are very rascals.
Thy reason, man.
Troth, sir, I can yield you none without words. And words have proven so false, I'm loath to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow and carest for nothing. Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, indeed. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me. I'll no more with thee. Hold. There's expenses for thee.
Now, Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I am almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bred, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus, sir, to bring a Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
My lady is within, sir. I will conster to them whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
I warrant that fellow is wise enough to play the fool. And to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe the mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Dieu vous garde, monsieur.
Et voici votre serviteur.
I hope you are, sir, and I am yours.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
Well, she is the list of my voyage. I mean, the reason that I'm here.
Do go, sir, and enter.
But we are anticipated. Most excellent, accomplished lady, may the heavens rain odors on you.
That you, sir, courtier, rain odors well.
My matter hath no voice to your most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, vouchsafed. I'll get 'em all three already.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant? 'Twas never Mary called. Your servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours. And his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave. I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady!
Oh, give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after that last enchantment you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake, and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. Papyrus, not a bosom hides my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love?
No, not a step. 'Tis a common proof we oft pity our enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me?
Oh, stay! I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right, I am not what I am.
Would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that despite thy pride, nor wit, nor reason can my passion hide.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again. Thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
No, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must need yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
I saw your niece bestow more favors upon the Count's serving man than e'er she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy?
As
Tell me
plain
that.
as I see you now.
This was a great act of love in her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir. She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver.
You should have then accosted him, and with some excellent jests, you should have banged the youth into dumbness.
This was looked for at your hand, and this opportunity you let time wash off. And now you are sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it through some laudable attempt either of valor or of politics.
Ooh, if it be with anything, let it be with valor, for politics I hate.
Good then, build thy fortunes on the basis of valor. Challenge the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take note of it. And assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. Let there be gall in thy ink. Go away.
Where should I find thee?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go.
This is a dear puppet to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, sir. Some 2,000 ducats or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Never trust me, then. And by all means, stir on the youth to an answer. For Sir Andrew, he has more blood in his liver than will clog the foot of a flea.
And his opposite, the youth, bears no seeming cruelty.
Look, where the youngest wren of 9 comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yond gull Malvolio is turned heathen, very renegado. For there is no Christian could ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings!
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously! He disobey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him, and if she do, well, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is!
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I'll no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My concern, more sharp than file of steel, did spur me forth. Anxiety what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often proves rough and inhospitable. My willing love, push forward by these arguments of fear set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other offer make but thanks, and ever thanks. But, many times and oft, these actions are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But, were my wealth, as is my conscience firm, you should find better dealing. I pray you, what's to do? Shall we go and satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I'm not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray thee, let us go and satisfy our eyes with the relics that do renown this town.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the Count and his galleys, I did some service of such note indeed that were I taken here would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew great number of his people.
Well, the offense was not one of such a bloody nature. It might have since been answered repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I were cornered in this place, I shall pay dear.
Well, do not then walk too open.
Does not serve me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburb, at the Elephant, it's best to lodge. I'll bespeak our diet, whilst you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There you shall have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant?
Shh. I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. Oh, now, Malvolio.
Sweet lady! Ha-ha!
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? I could be sad. Oh. It does make for some obstruction in the legs, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is to me as the very true sonnet is. Please one, and please all.
Oh, why, how now, man
man, what is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, the yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Ah, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God, comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft? How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes. Nightingales answer crows.
Why appear you in this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest
and
thou?
some have greatness thrust upon them.
Oh, heaven restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow stocking?
Thy yellow stockings?
And wished to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness!
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
Tell him I'll come to him. Good Maria. Let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Oh, let some of my people have special care over him. I would not have him come to harm for the half of my dowry.
Do you come near me now? No worse a man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sent him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she, be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, and so forth. I have limed her. But this is Jove's doing, and Jove make me truly thankful. And when she went away just now, let this fellow be looked to. Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no, why, what couldn't be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. But Jove is the doer of this, and Jove make me thankful.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity, if all the devils of hell possess him? Yet I will speak to him.
Here he is. Here he is.
How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! I discard you! Go off, let me enjoy my private.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him! Did not I tell you, Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
Go to, peace, peace. We must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is't with you? What man? Defy the devil!
Do you know what you say?
Law you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched now.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, and it shall be done tomorrow if I live. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Lord!
Oh, prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No, wait, but gentleness. Gently. Gently. The feat is rough and will not be roughly used.
Why, how now, my little fellow? How dost thou chuck?
Sir!
I biddy, come with me!
Go!
Ah! 'Tis not to play with Satan!
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby! Get him to pray!
Prayers! Me!
No! I warned you he will not hear of godliness!
Go hang yourselves all! You are shallow, idle creatures! I am not of your element! You shall know more hereafter!
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction!
His very soul has taken the infection of the device now!
Hey, pursue it now! Lest the device take air and spoil!
Why, we shall make him mad indeed!
The house will be the quieter!
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already of the belief that he's mad. Oh, but see.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge, read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
I warrant him, do but read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind that I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it. A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law. Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense-less.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain. Still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good. Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself. Thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll bring it to him.
You may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady and will by and by depart.
Come, Sir Andrew. Scout for him at the corner of the orchard. So soon as ever thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will not I deliver this letter, for it being so excellently ignorant will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But, sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Will say of Andrew great note of valor, of his rage, his fury, and his impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill one another by the sight, like basilisk.
Here he comes with my lady. Give them way till he take leave, and presently after him.
I will meditate the while upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor too lavishly out. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears, goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny, that honor saving may upon asking give?
Nothing but this. Your true love for my master.
How, with mine honor, may I give him that which I have given to thee?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save you.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thy challenger, full of spite and bloodthirsty, attends thee at the orchard end. Draw thy sword, be swift in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. And therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard. For your opposite has in him what youth, skill, strength, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray you, sir, what manner of man is he?
He is a knight who is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death.
I will return into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men who put quarrels purposely on others to try their valor. Belike this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. This is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Fabian, stay you here with the gentleman till my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed to fight you, even to the death, but nothing of the circumstance more.
Oh, pray you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him?
I will make your peace with him if I can.
I am bound to you for it, sir. I am one who would rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my metal.
He's a very devil. I have never seen such a lion. They say he's a fencer with a mortal stick.
Pox on it! I'll not meddle with him!
There's no stopping him. Look, Fabian can scarce hold him longer.
Plague on it! And I thought he had been valiant and so cunning in face, I'd not have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse!
I'll make the motion. Stand you here and make a good show of it. This shall end without the perdition of souls. I have his horse to take up the challenge. I have persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He is as horribly convinced of him, and pants and looks pale, as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for his oath's sake. Therefore, draw. He protests he will not hurt you.
God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, to it!
Pray God he keep his oath!
Oh, I do assure you 'tis against my will.
If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Butcher Toby, hold! Here come the officers. I'll be with you anon.
Pray you, sir, put up your sword, if you please.
Very will I, and for that I promise you I'm as good as my word.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir. No jot. Ah! I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. And you stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the kindness you have showed me here, and part being prompted by your present state, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having isn't much. I'll make division of my coffer with you. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts for you could lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses I've done for you.
I know of none. Nor know I you by voice or any other feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of bite whose pale corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by, away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves that God thou hast. Sebastian, done good features shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself, so do not I. He named Sebastian, my former glass. Prove true. Oh, imagination prove true that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you.
Come hither, knight. Come hither, Fabian. A very dishonest, paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity, and denying him, and for his cowardship.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Fabian.
A coward. A most devout coward. Religious on it.
Slight! I'll after him again, and beat him!
Do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not!
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing. Yet.
Will you make me believe I am not sent for you?
Go to, go to! Thou art a foolish fellow, let me be clear of thee.
Well held out of faith. No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly? He has heard that word of some great fellow and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly? I pray thee, sir, uncurd thy strangeness and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish man, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give you worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money buy themselves a good report.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you!
And there's for you! And there! And there! Are all the people mad?
Come, sir, hold, or I'll throw thy sword over the house!
This will I tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come on, sir, hold!
Nay, let him alone. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet it's no matter for that.
Let go thy hand.
Come, sir, I will not let you go. Come, my young soldier, put up your iron. Come on!
I will be free from thee.
Ooh!
What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Nay, now I must have an ounce or 2 of that impudent blood from you. Yeah.
On thy life I charge thee, hold.
Madam!
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretch, that for the mountains and the barbarous caves where manners ne'er were preached, out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rootsby, be gone! Oh, I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or this is a dream. If fancy still my sense, forgetful steep, if it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee, would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and this cap, and make him believe thou art Sir Topaz, the priest.
Well?
Do it, quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
I'll put it on, and I will put on a false appearance, and I would I were the first to put on a false appearance in such a gown. The conspirators enter!
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Benedius, Sir Toby!
That is.
So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, for what is that but that, and is but is?
To him, Sir Topaz.
What ho, I say! Peace in this prison!
Now the knave counterfeits well a good knave.
Sir Topaz, the curate, come to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Oh, hyperbolical speed! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topaz, never was man thus wronged. Sir Topaz, do not think me mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fly, thou dishonest Satan! Sayest thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz!
Why, it hath transparent bay windows, and the stained glass toward the south-north is as lustrous as ebony, and yet complainest thou of obstruction.
Sir Topaz, I am not mad! I say to you, this house is dark!
Madman thou errest! I say, there is no darkness but ignorance.
I say this house is dark as ignorance, and ignorance were dark as hell, and I say that never was man thus abused! I am no more mad, Sir Topaz, than thou art!
Remain thou still in darkness! Fare thee well!
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz!
Most exquisite, Sir Topaz.
Nay, I am versatile.
Thou mightst have done it without the cap and gown. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice. I would we were well rid of this knavery, for I am now so far in offense with my niece that I cannot with any safety pursue this sport to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
My lady is unkind, Paddy.
Fool!
Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say!
She loves another. Who called, huh?
Oh, good fool! As ever thou wilt deserve well by my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink, and paper!
Master
As I am a
Malvolio.
gentleman, I shall live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Never was man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well? And you be mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me. They keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
If I do what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio! Malvolio! Thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Sir Topaz!
Maintain no words with him, good fellow! Oh, I, sir? Not I, sir. God be with you, good Sir Topaz. Many amen! I will, sir. I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, I say!
Alas, sir, be patient! What say you, sir? I am scolded for speaking to you!
Good fool, help me to some paper and some light. I tell thee I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Alas, that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some ink, light, and paper, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it, but tell me true. Are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
I am not, believe me. I
Nay.
tell thee true.
I'll ne'er believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Oh, good fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you again in a trice, like to the old vice. Cries a heart to the devil, like a mad lad. Pare thy nails, dad. Adieu, good man devil.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder which enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio, then? I could not find him at the Elephant. His counsel might now do me golden service. For this may be some error, that I am mad, or the lady's mad. Yet if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. Oh, but here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me and with this holy man into the church. There, before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you. And having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lean on, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine. Woo-hoo!
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter. Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything. Do not desire to see this letter.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Marry, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well, my good fellow. How dost thou?
Truly, sir, the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can this be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now, my foes tell me plainly, I am an ass. So that by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends, I'm abused. So why then? The worse for my friends, the better for my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me, there's gold.
But then it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
If you will to your lady, and say that I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, let your bounty take a nap till I come again. I will wake it anon. I go, sir.
Well, here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well, yet when last I saw it, it was besmeared in the smoke of war. He was a scathing captain. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her freight from Canada.
And this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg.
Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state. In private brawling did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I must confess on base and ground enough Orsino's enemy. The witchcraft drew me hither, that most ingrateful boy there by your side. From the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave to him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint. All his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town, drew to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, denied me his acquaintance and my own purse, which I recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Gracious Olivia.
Cesario, good, my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, Lord.
You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offering, hath breathed out that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even would it please my lord that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it? Kill what I love? In savage jealousy? Since thou to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I do partly know the instrument that screws me from my place in your true favor. Live you, the marble-breasted tyrant, still. But this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye. Come, boy, with me, my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I will sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly, to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than my eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife.
I me, detested, how I am beguiled.
Who does beguile you? Who does you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth thy holy father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye. Husband, can he that deny?
Her husband, Sirrah?
No, my lord, not I.
Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, then thou art as great as that thou fearst. Welcome, father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold. Reveal what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of the compact sealed in my office by my testimony. Since when, my watch doth tell me, toward my grave have I travelled but 2 hours.
No, thou dissembling cub. What wilt thou become when time has sowed a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her. But see thou direct thy feet, where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest!
Do not swear. Hold a little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon! Send one presently to Sir Toby.
Why, what's the matter?
He has broke my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help. I had rather than 40 pound I were at home.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
There is! You broke my head for nothing!
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, then you have hurt me. Here comes Sir Toby. He would have fought you better if he had not been in drink.
Well, how now, gentlemen? How's with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me and there's an end of it. Sot, did see the surgeon, Sot.
He is drunk, Sir Toby. His eyes are closed.
Then he's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who has made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we be well dressed together.
Will you help? An ass head and a coxcomb and a knave, a round-faced knave, a gull.
Get him to bed, and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, but for the vow we made each other but so late ago.
One face, One voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I've lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin.
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messaline. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So went he suited to his watery tomb.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
So had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth numbered 13 years.
Oh, that record is lively upon my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing lets to make us happy both, but this, my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me, till each circumstance of time, place, and fortune do cohere and jump, that I am Viola. Which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All of the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook, but nature to her bias drew in that you would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to maid and man.
If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman as to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
We shall release him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And now, alas, I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. How does he, Sirrah?
He has here writ a letter to you. I should have given it you this morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it matters not much when they are delivered.
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well enlightened when the fool delivers the madman.
Oh, now, art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness.
Prithee, read in thy right wits.
So I do, but to read his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, perpend, my princess, and give ear.
Read it you, Mariah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness, and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty and speak out of my injury to madly use Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered. Fabian, bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Boy, your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, Here is my hand. From this time forth, you shall be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Aye, madam, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand, nor say it is not your seal, nor your invention. Why, you have given me such clear lights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious fool and gull that ever invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me it was she first told me thou wast mad, then camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we did conceive against him. I did write the letter.
At Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her.
Oh, with a sportful malice it was followed, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Follow him and entreat him to a peace. A solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. In the meantime, sweet sister, we shall not part from hence. Cesario, for so you shall be while you are a man. But when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was and a little tiny boy, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, gates, knaves, and thieves, men shut their gates, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to I with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my bed, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, with hot still and drunken head, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain,
But that's all one. Our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.